first we start to create this kind of part, and actually how we start, first we can create this kind of extrusion feature, and now as you can see this geometry is symmetrical, so datum plane is here and this is exactly in the middle of that datum frame. Okay. We can start new ISO part, and sorry, I have now Team Center. I turned this Team Center off this time. So yes, we start to create new part. Isometric part. Okay. And we will turn base reference planes on like this, and after that we can take extrude command. Extrude, and we can select top XY plane. And easiest way, if you want to create this rectangle in the middle of this datum plane, you can select here rectangle by center command, this one, rectangle by center. If you choose this one and select middle point of this line, as you can see, you can grab it symmetrical right away. .32 millimeter, like this. Okay. Now it's symmetrical, but also if you want you can control it also by using other dimensions. But as you can see, why this dimension is now blue, reason is that there is over dimension situation. So because this is symmetrical and this is 32, it's already know that this is 16. So I don't need these dimensions. But it's not big problem if I leave those dimensions also. Now it's ready. Close sketch. And this length is 50. Okay, 50. So it's 32 is this dimension, and this box is 50 millimeter high. Good. And next I want to create next geometry. So I want to create this cylinder. So I can take new extrude command, extrude, and I will select this plane on the top of that block. Okay. And now I want to create circle by center point. I take circle by center point, and after that I can select this point here. Click, and I draw this kind of circle. I can use smart dimension, and value is 50. Geometry is ready. Close sketch, and distance is also 50. Okay, here you can see dimensions. I want to create M20 thread hole on this display, and how I can do it? Well, I take hole command, hole, and it's important to remember that always when you make hole command, don't create any geometry, just select plane, but after that go to this whole circle, whole options form. So you can click this icon, and here you can set information what kind of hole you want to create. So for instance, in this case, I want to make thread hole, standard thread, size and type is M20. It's normal metric thread, and then I want to select how deep that thread is. So that's why I can select here find extent, hole depth, and now I give information that this one is 20. So I want that full thread is 20 millimeter deep. But according to that, because I suppose you know, if you want to create that kind of thread, first you have to drill hole, 18.5 millimeter drill, and after that you will make that thread hole by using thread tab. So that's why for the drilling I use this V bottom angle, and typically if you wonder this 118 grade, typically this drill tip angle is exactly that 118. Okay, and then I can also select hole depth, full length, and find extent. Here I can give that thread length. Actually, now I make a little error, because if I put here 20, I have to put here 25. Sorry. Yes. So I repeat. Thread M20, find extent 25. V bottom angle, find extent 20. And now it's ready. Okay. And after that I just click position in the middle of that part. And close sketch. Like this. I can show it to you.
Kyllä. Montako? Siis se on tuumassa, se on että montako kierrosta per tuuma, ja tässä on montako kierrosta per senttiä.
Now you can see here, this thread length is 20, and this hole is 25, plus this conic tip here, as you can see. But of course, I don't want to create this. Okay. we can also create next hole. This one. Diameter is 10 millimeter and it's through all hole. So take hole command and select this surface like this and go to hole options form and simple hole size is 10 millimeter and through all. And this is enough. Simple size 10 millimeter and through all and OK. And click this hole in the middle of this line. As you can see, this hole will move along this line if I click here, and then I can give dimension from here to center point, and distance is 20 millimeter. Good. Close sketch. And it's through hole. Through all hole. Okay. So what else? Maybe you can create some chamfers. If you take this round command, here you can find chamfer and you can add some chamfers. For instance, if there is thread hole, it's much more easier to use that thread hole if you put little chamfer here, for instance 2 millimeter chamfer. And also very often if we have this kind of part, we can add some chamfers to these corners. Maybe 1 millimeter chamfer. Very small, smooth chamfer. Okay. Remember also save this part. Because when you start to create in drawing, you have to always save this part before that. It was 18 and good. Now it's ready and we have also saved us that part.